Pacquiao. We have a special guest, Manny Pacquiao, on the show, dude. Yeah.
Oh, who's that other
Gentlemen, we have.
I thought you said you were going to follow it right after.
Oh,
that.
oh no.
No,
we have Pho Ken in the house.
What?
That's right. Casey Waltz is not here today, as you could see. And down on the left side, we got Fighting Hooters. But it depends on which way you're looking at your TV, which way you have your head. Maybe he's on your right. I don't know.
I don't know. Do we have Pho Ken or Manny Pacquiao here tonight?
Oh, yes.
I think we have a special guest, Manny Pacquiao.
Special guest, Manny Pacquiao. It's No Shave November. This is the best I can do with 50. What are we at?
Pairs.
15 days? 17 days? Yeah, this is all I can do.
So you shaved on Halloween and that was it?
Yeah, I shaved the day, actually the day before Halloween, and that was the last time. So
you actually look
that's
like
all I can do.
You actually look like Pedro on Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh, that's a good one too, Pedro.
If he grew up, if I got rid of all this,
Pedro, this is a 45-year-old Pedro.
Look, we're trying to make him younger than he is.
I really
and you're
like
a 45-year-old Napoleon Dynamite over there.
Yes, Napoleon Dynamite.
Who are you, Uncle Rico?
Yeah. Should I wish I could throw that ball?
I'll throw it over the mountains.
Yeah. Shit.
All right, let's get this thing going.
Where'd you get that shirt from, man? That shirt's awesome.
Oh, Dana White. Thank you very much. I don't know if you guys know, but Dana White is, I think he owns part of Howlerhead. I'm not sure, but he kind of likes me, and he sent me this shirt. So
nice.
He said that sign up there too. See the sign right here?
Yeah.
This one right here, yeah,
right.
Yep.
Or
the black one.
Yes, sir.
See, this is what I'm missing out on: new clothing and everything else. So.
Yep. We even had a bottle of whiskey out here. I'm sure not what that. I don't know what happened.
So obviously, Casey Waltz isn't here because he couldn't find his favorite pair of underwear. He couldn't find his lucky underwear.
I was about to say
he's like, I'm not coming. We're like, what are you talking about? He's like, I can't find them, man. I can't make it.
Can't make the podcast if you can't have your underwear.
So hopefully next week he finds them and he'll return.
I think he's at a play or something, isn't he? Yep. So what have I missed like in the past month that I haven't been here? Anything interesting? I've watched a handful of the podcasts as much as I can between here and work as I listen going in. But.
So, so last week the podcast was the return of JPD. So he came on, had some good stuff. I guess this podcast was going to have to be the return of the Pho Ken.
Yeah.
Or Manny Pacquiao.
Manny Pacquiao's return.
Yeah. He's returning for another boxing match.
Yep. All right. Where are we going, guys?
Man, let's start with these Chiefs, man.
Oh, we got to talk about the Chiefs, right?
Let's get it going. Where's the Chiefs?
Well,
we
over here, buddy.
Oh,
there we go. Whoa,
you didn't know how to do it.
I don't. That's Asian in me. I just see buttons and I want to.
I want to push one. I'll push one.
Asian and electronics go very well together.
There we go.
So big matchup against the Eagles. This is probably
Monday Night Football.
It's Monday Night Football. This is probably the game of the year for the entire NFL, right? Game of the year.
Oh, easily. And right
game
now,
of the year, and it's Monday Night Football.
Yeah. That's when I knew. I was like, oh shit, it's pretty serious.
Yeah.
So good thing that she's pretty tall, right? How tall is she?
Yeah, she's kind of tall. They'll have tall kids. So it's good looking family. Billionaires, instant billionaires. Like Travis Kelce would be an instant billionaire. I mean,
he's already a millionaire. He's like, you know what? I want to marry a billionaire.
He's pulling a Tom Brady to where he's gonna leech off of like he did Giselle.
That's awesome. He take less contract from us.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
He's leapfrogging Tom Brady in that regards, though.
No doubt. I mean, he's going to a billionaire.
Yes.
Giselle was worth a couple $100 million.
But I mean, she wasn't popping like, I can't believe I'm saying this, like Taylor Swift. So, but it's true.
Here he
is. Shown up.
Man, we don't have your set spot set up.
Man, we didn't do
That's
none of
okay.
that.
That's all right. We'll get you plugged in, buddy. We'll get you plugged in.
Yeah, I guess what I'll do is plug two things in. We might have to take a small intermission here in a minute.
Yeah.
We can always edit things.
Yeah. So, so I as soon as I heard that, I was like, shit, yeah, it's serious. Okay. So that doesn't surprise me, right? Back to this game, to the Monday Night Football game. Okay. All the parents are meeting and shit. Okay, yay. We'll see what's to come of that. But about the game,
but the actual game. So the Chiefs are favored by 2.5. 2.5. Don't you have to talk to the mic, bro.
Yeah,
don't lean back and tight.
That's a tight line.
No, it's man, it's gonna be I think it's gonna be a great game, dude. It is set up. It is so set up for everything this to be a great game. Obviously, I think the Chiefs are gonna come out on top, but man,
so like
home game for sure.
If you look at everything that transpired, like during the Chiefs down week, the Bengals lost, the Bills lost. You know, the Chiefs are ahead of the Ravens just because of divisional play. So like everything fell in our laps. So we just got to come out of this bye week, you know, and get the win, stay ahead of the pack, and you know, we control our own destiny after that.
So I was gonna say this for real quick, but obviously Burrow's out for the season with a hand injury.
Yeah.
So the Bengals are done. They were already 5-5 anyway.
No. Hey, don't count the Bengals out. They're bringing in Joe Flacco to work out this week. So
who's their backup? Who's their backup? Anybody? Some random guy?
Browning. I don't even remember his name. He like
Todd Browning,
Nagel Browning from like 20 years ago.
Nagel Browning.
I saw it last night and I was like, who the fuck is this dude? But I did see today that the Bengals are bringing in Joe Flacco for a workout. But
man, I should bring in Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah, think about that. Like, what a tough season they're having. They spend
Cam Newton.
They spent all that money.
Cam Newton.
They spent all that money on that line to protect Joe Burrow just for him to get knocked out for the season.
Orlando Brown Jr., the biggest investment.
Yeah, man,
that guy's terrible. That didn't pan out for him.
They probably had a whole bunch of that what's their chili spaghetti thing they have?
Oh, the Sky Chili or whatever it is.
That's just disgusting, bro.
That's chili on top of spaghetti.
Stay away from the Sky Chili.
Yeah.
But don't worry, I will.
Since we were talking about Orlando Brown, they did show a stat on him. And what's our tackle, Smith? Donovan Smith?
Yes.
They showed snaps. Donovan Smith had like 410 snaps and only given up like 20-something pressures, whereas Orlando Brown has had less snaps and given up like 35 pressures. So they're crediting Veach again, like, hey, making the right call, paying the right guy, letting Orlando go.
I do. Orlando Brown made a horrible decision when he turned down that contract 2 years ago.
2 years ago, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, dude. So I'm like, no, you're not going to be you're not the best tackle.
And he was fighting because he didn't want to play left tackle.
Here's what I don't understand. I kind of understand like with Tyreek, right? Okay, Tyreek, there was a big part of him that wanted to be in Florida. Plus, he said that there were some tax reasons too. I understand that, right? But Orlando Brown, like, couldn't have been choosing like, I want to go live in Ohio.
No. Tyreek, he probably was one of the best 3 receivers in the league, or has one of the best 3 receivers ever.
They didn't see
Orlando Brown was he's an average dude. Oh, and he wanted to be paid like a number 1. No.
Yeah, that was some clown move. But then anyways, we're
we gave him a great offer and his dumbass fucking said no.
Yep. He wanted to test it.
He had a $100 million contract. He signed a $60 million contract.
Yep, he's
dummy.
Good. I'm glad he's gone. That's all I can say. On to the next.
The
game.
Yeah, the game still like.
What the fuck are you talking about? We haven't even talked about the game, bro. Like we just hear like jibber jabbering about other shit, but we really ain't talked about the game.
So what do you think our receivers are going to do, man? Are we going to?
Receivers, absolutely nothing like they've been doing. I think Rashee Rice is growing into a role like he's filling that Juju Smith-Schuster role where he's a possession receiver, but we need that. I still think we need that fucking flash, like that guy that can show up and give us something, you know?
So how about this? What do you guys think about Kadarius Toney and his role and how it's diminishing it's just like fall off the cliff, man.
So it's funny you mentioned him because I just read an article on him that Andy's saying like you got to remember he's just coming off an injury.
Well, and Andy always protects players.
He's trying to build them back up. He doesn't want them to be overused, and because Kadarius, I will give him this: like when he gets the ball, he does not want to go down. You know what I mean? Like he'll take the extra hits and he'll fight for that, and it costs him. He'll either fumble the ball or he'll end up getting injured, and that's what drives me nuts about.
Oh man! So they were talking about Herm Edwards. Was saying, what did he say? He's like, no. He's like, no, when the journey's done.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I can get some more yards, or maybe I should just go down now. When is the journey done? Like, you have to be smart about that.
Yep.
And they're talking about how Tyreek, he goes out of bounds a lot. I mean, cool, yeah. So
you got to be like,
you have to be smart about stuff.
You got to be like Emmitt Smith was. Like Emmitt Smith just always fell down. The minute the contact happened, he wasn't big on breaking the tackles, doing all that stuff, but he would get his 5 yards and go down.
And that's probably another reason why Tony's hurt all the time because he
He fights for the yards, which is respectable.
But you have to be smart about it, right? It has to be a smart timing, not just whenever, every play, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, Jake Browning is the quarterback name.
Yeah, so
Jake
like the heroic
Browning.
stuff that he did for us in the
Super Bowl.
Yeah. That's the time to do it, right?
Yeah,
That's the time to
the
do it.
The last game of the season,
You're
absolutely.
talking about that dude will come out. He'll do that shit in preseason. He'll do that shit in game 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, he's a gamer, which is respectable, but at the same time, it's just
like,
with your history, dude, go the fuck down.
Here's my take on it. So, it's like, hey, they're not paying him a bunch of money. So that's first thing.
Yeah, he's on his rookie contract.
Yeah.
For sure, yeah.
So it's like, okay, we hang on to the guy. Who knows? Because one of our other receivers, as we're slowly phasing him out, they might get hurt. And if they get hurt, man, we're gonna need Tony to step right back into that row and start getting more snaps. So I think that they're hoping that Hardman comes in and offsets that. They're going to start developing Rice more. Obviously, they're going to try to. I think they need to start getting the ball.
Rice is our
top
guy. Rice is our top.
I would love to see him get like 3 or 4 screen passes per game if they could work that in somehow. I think that's the move for him because I know that they're jamming him off the line. So in those instances, that would be a good time for them to throw a screenplay. I think.
I'm just calling for my server. Yeah, buddy, right here.
What you got? What are you drinking on, by the way?
Vodka, and then there's like a little can over there. It's in the window. Window. Service around here, buddy.
I'm telling you what. I guess I've missed it
here, man.
I guess I've missed quite a bit.
You know what's up?
Oh damn. Richard, shit. While you're over there, bro, could you grab me a Yingling?
Hey, Richard, is there any pizza upstairs? I'd really like a piece.
There's Sloppy Joe's upstairs.
Oh, I do.
So now,
so we could do some. You brought up the receivers, right?
What about the running game?
The running game. Okay.
Pacheco, obviously.
For the first time, there's not a lot to say on the Chiefs' offensive side of the ball. Like everything's defensive related to me. Like to me, it's just kind of like there's not a whole lot you can. Like Mahomes isn't playing in Mahomes stature, which I'm just kind of like, okay, you let that go. You can't talk about the offensive side. No one's wowing anybody. The run game is just kind of like, okay, we run the ball whenever we have to. To keep the defense honest. And I don't know. It's like I'm at a loss for words because this isn't the Chiefs football that I'm used to. It used to be just air it out, offense, Mahomes, blah, blah, blah. So but now they're just leaning on the defense and it's different. It's like brings me back to Marty Ball, but
I wouldn't say Marty Ball. I would not say Marty Ball.
Not quite Marty Ball.
They don't run it like it was Marty Ball, but the deep where you rely on the defense, yes, absolutely.
Right. So let's talk about yards. So Travis Kelce still leads the Chiefs this season in yards at 597. Who do you guys think is number 2?
Rice.
You're right, Rashee Rice. Justin Watson, number 3 at 276. So it's funny for us to be talking about Justin Watson that way.
Well, but you got to remember Justin Watson
is really
missed 3 games, I think.
Only 200,
2 or 3 games.
But it goes to your point. He's made some spectacular catches at it, so he really stands out.
Yeah, no, he's made some good catches for sure.
But as far as our rushing, let's see.
What's Pacheco have?
525 yards.
Okay, he's on pace for 1,000.
Hey, Patrick Mahomes gets 250. Not bad. Not too shabby. Oh, yeah, he's easily second. Clyde the Glide is 109. Damn, Jerick McKinnon is only 23 yards.
Yeah,
I think 23 yards?
23 yards rushing.
What's his receiving, though? He's made some receiving plays.
Let's see if they got receiving.
I think he does.
Because he had that one game where he had, 2 or 3 touchdowns in the game again?
I'll find them. But
most of his are receiving.
Kadarius Toney, 127, since we were talking about him. Jerick McKinnon, yeah. So Jerick McKinnon, 147. Okay. Pacheco's got 160.
McKinnon don't play a lot either. I mean, he's a situational back.
So yeah, we definitely got a wide receiver issue, man. This is glaring. So our top wide receiver has 378 yards on the year, folks.
That's Rice.
That's Rice.
Wow.
Well,
like I said,
remember the year that we went through a whole season, we didn't throw a touchdown to a wide receiver.
Yeah, that was.
I don't remember that season.
Alex Smith.
Was that Alex Smith?
It was when
with Tony Gonzalez.
No. It was
Tyler Thigpen days.
No, who was our best wide receiver was
Dwayne Bowe.
Dwayne Bowe.
Dwayne Bowe. Fuck, I forgot about.
We went through the whole. Maybe it was Gonzalez.
We
went through the whole season
too,
without throwing a touchdown to a wide receiver.
Dwayne Bowe. I think of the Todd Haley years when you say Dwayne Bowe. Yeah.
Anyway, the defense. So
phenomenal.
Chris Jones. They had
Jones.
They had a press conference, and they asked him, "He hasn't had a sack in 3 games." So they asked him if he was getting frustrated with, blah, blah, blah. He's like, getting double teamed a lot. I'm not worried about numbers. If they're double teaming me, my teammates are making plays.
Karlaftis.
But this dude needs 15 sacks to get paid.
Yeah, I'm sure he's getting pissed because it's fucking up his incentives. Man.
It's in his head. But you know what? I honestly think that he doesn't care, that he wants to win because he's made a lot of money. And okay, when you're talking about a few million here and there, because okay, whatever. But he wants to win. He wants to hit that.
I think,
but winning is his top priority.
Yeah, I think it's his top priority this year because I think he wants to repeat. He wants to be one of those guys that can say, we repeated as champions. Blah 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 blah. And
I want to say that too.
It's been a long time, right? I don't know if anyone knows. Yeah, but they kind of. I want to say they don't count, but
I actually love that Patriots suck right now.
They're the
Mac Jones is done. I think he's going to be the third string quarterback here shortly.
Oh, so anyway, so Chris Jones is going to need 10 more sacks then to get paid because he's at 5.5 sacks on the season.
Yeah, so,
and I think you might have said it. Karlaftis is leading in sacks at 6. So.
Yes,
I thought we might have had more, but hey, it is what it is.
But
we got a lot of tips.
Mike Dana's doing really well too.
The defense as a whole is stepping up.
Yeah,
I mean,
Mike
without
5.5 sacks,
without Nick Bolton, and you got
Drew Tranquil
to come in and stepping up.
Willie Gay.
That was a great pickup.
How about Charles Omenihu since he's started playing? Man, he's been showing up. Man, that dude's been putting some pressure. He's only had 1.5 sacks, but I see him rush, chasing them out of the pocket.
Yeah,
my man JPD just changed our trash down here.
Hey,
it was
go ahead and
man.
pull up anytime you want, man.
Yeah, the mic is ready for you, buddy. But that's awesome. There's some. Just look where all the liquor is upstairs. There's some. There's a couple bottles up there. Yeah. There's one that have you seen the one that has like a little what are those little things that are on top of castles? What are they called? Like they're little nasty little.
The flag?
No, man, they're like little statues of.
Gargoyle.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It has that on. It has that on the top of the whiskey bottle, and it pours out his mouth.
Nice.
Oh,
yeah.
I might have to try that. And I want to
try
see
some of that demonic whiskey upstairs.
Yep. So, in our secondary, so they're talking at 8-10 that they think Chris Jones is gone after this year. We're not going to sign him.
I mean, well, if he's going to want a big contract, I think it just hurts too much because we're looking at a lot of the other younger players that we have coming up, and you got to spread the money around.
Right. So if we don't sign him, that will give us money to sign Snead.
Oh, did you see they're in contract negotiations with him right now? They're like exploring the possibility to extend him.
That could be anything though. Like,
that's huge though. If you look at some of his stats, like he's been the lockdown corner in the league.
And he's not scared to tackle.
Yeah. We do not want to go back to having a bad secondary. So if it's him or Jones.
I mean, if you can keep him and McDuffie out on the field at the same time.
That was my other thing. It was like, so we saw McDuffie for like 3 more years.
3 at least.
But I mean, in the NFL on contracts, everything just gets pushed down.
Yeah, it does.
We'll figure it out. Get it pushed down.
But that's the thing. Like with Jones, he's kind of the heart of the defense. You know what I mean? But Nick Bolton's kind of stepping up and filling that, when he's healthy and out on the field. But then, like, you're going to get Snead, and then you got McDuffie, and then those guys, and Watson, and those guys are just been stepping up. Like, do you really need Jones out there? Like, he does provide the pressure up front. He, warrants the double teams, opens up a lot for Karlaftis and
let me get one of them beers.
Dana and those guys like that. But I don't know. It's one of those things where I think you can almost let him go because our defense is that solid,
Oh, man. And, dude, I think you're right. I'd hate to lose Chris Jones.
I don't want to see him go. Don't get me wrong.
Because, like, he's such a good dude, man. He's, like, so positive. He's so into the team. He's so everything pro Kansas City. Fuck, but man, I think he played so well. He played his way out of Kansas City.
Let's figure it out, Veach. But you might be right, man. Might have played his way out of Kansas City. That's a
and then the whole fiasco, how it went down starting. Everybody wasn't happy about him sitting up in the luxury boxes watching the very first game. Blah blah blah. So.
Yeah, I think we done forgot about it. Man, he came back those first 3 games, and we were yeah.
But now look
So-
at maybe
No,
he
As
saved
long as
himself.
we keep winning,
After
though.
the first game, everybody didn't care no more. Okay,
Yeah,
cool,
after that,
whatever.
I'm like, oh, he looked
whatever.
like a monster in that first game.
Oh man. So are we? Where we go?
I think we could talk about it a little bit more. So, we didn't do any over-unders, right, on the game.
Yeah, I was going to say, do we
Let's
have any
let's-
predictions on it?
Let's talk about the tush push. How many tush pushes
Over
are
under?
we gonna? Yeah, are we gonna see in the game?
I would say
What's the over under 2?
I would say
2.5
would be the over under. Just my guess.
I'm gonna say we're
I
gonna see 3
honestly-
of them. I'm gonna say we see 3 of them.
I'm gonna.
So you're
go,
going over?
How many
Over.
was in that Super Bowl? How many was in the Super Bowl? You think?
I think he did 3 in the Super Bowl.
Might have did 3 in the
So-
Super Bowl.
So I would say the Chiefs have been really good about staying out of 3rd and short.
I'm gonna
The
go with the under.
defense. Yeah,
I like the
So if
under.
we set the tush push at 2.5,
Yeah,
Ti, you're over.
I'm over.
Pho Ken, you're under.
under.
Well, you can't do a half a tush push, but
Yeah, you
Well, that's why you.
Oh,
That's
if
why
you
it's a
did
half.
2.
So it's either
okay. I see.
someone has
I
to
see.
win, right?
I see what you're saying. Okay. Got it.
JPD. Oh, you're not on yet. Are you on?
I'm here, baby.
All right. Tush push 2.5. What do you got? Over under.
Over.
more than 2.5.
JPD.
I just hope they're not on the goal line. I just
No.
rather it be
He
4th
said,
and
he
1.
said over, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I am going under.
Under as well.
Got it
So
under.
we're split down the middle.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
I really don't want to see the tush push, so I hope it is under, but I think we're
Yeah.
going to see it at least 3 times.
Chris Jones did comment on that. He said, "Yeah, they do it so well." He goes, "We're gonna have to figure something out." So I
Try
hope.
something.
I hope
He did
we-
say that. He's like,
yeah.
yeah, I did hear.
We've
him
been
say
working
that.
on it, and we provide the answer. That'd
Yep.
be nice, man.
Yep.
All right. So,
Spags
So-
is gonna figure something out.
Yeah, so I know we've been doing each week. We've been doing like receivers for the Chiefs, but let's not do that because that hasn't been working out well for us.
right.
So, will the Eagles have a 100-yard receiver? I say no.
oh, really?
I say no. I know everyone thinks Devontae Smith's going to go over 100 on us
Or AJ.
or AJ, but I say that we hold him. Hey, I called it on Tyreek. We held him to what, 62? We could hold these guys under
you
100.
did.
So
man, that's I like what you just said there, man. That's a good point. Ken, what you got?
100-yard receiver, but that includes.
Anyone?
Can I?
Anyone-
Oh,
you can't
I
combine
think,
them.
I think Goddard's gonna go over 100.
He's out, man.
Is
He's
he?
hurt. He's
What happened to Goddard?
He's been hurt for a few weeks. He's doubtful. He's
Don't
out.
listen to JPD. Start him.
He's
Start him.
out.
Start him, Ken. Start him.
Really? I didn't.
Yeah, he's
Look,
hurt.
Ken's
bad.
going to his phone. I better change my lineup.
No, I
Shit.
I didn't know he was.
I don't
even
think he's
out.
played like I know last week he didn't, so maybe even 2 weeks now.
Really?
I got him, so I know.
Oh well, then yeah, you would know.
Mhm.
I didn't ever
Oh,
pick
yeah.
up.
And Mr. Mark Andrews, Joe.
Oh man, we'll talk about that later. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's a
That
a
was
stupid
great.
subject right now.
I hate when they get all happy if somebody gets
Oh,
hurt.
Oh man, it was so
Ken
funny.
was the king of that. He'd be like laughing at your face. I'd be like,
Oh,
"You
it's
asshole."
terrible. Look, it's terrible for the players. It's terrible for their family. What's wrong with you?
Earlier that season, Ken tried to trade me Justin Fields. I'm like, fuck you, dude.
He played last game, Richard.
Goddard, I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm looking at his stats right now. He didn't play last week because it was a bye, but the week before he
That's
has.
Okay, well, that's when he got hurt. He got yanked out of the
Yeah.
middle of the game,
Okay.
and he's got a big D next to him, and I don't
He's
think he's
got-
playing.
A D is a doubtful.
3
Yeah.
for 50.
Not a dick, a doubtful. Ken, come on, bro. What do you got?
Dude,
100 or no?
broken arm. So yeah, so I guess he got hurt last game. 100 yards. I'm gonna go. Yeah,
Yes.
Who do you think?
JPD.
Dallas
Just anybody. Ti's question was
No,
You
no.
gonna say no?
We're-
no, I
we
was
got
gonna-
the lockdown defense right now, baby.
Yeah, we do, but I think someone will get 100 yards. I do.
Yep.
I do.
I think what Joe's thinking is like, okay, we could lock
Somebody.
down one of them, but can we lock down both of them because it's 2 elite receivers? Okay, but yeah, we're gonna lock them both down.
That AJ Brown earlier in the year had like a bunch of 100-yard plus games, but I think his streak has been broke. But he
was over 125. I think that was the big deal about it.
Even more in it, 125.
Yeah, he was at 125 and like 5 straight games or something stupid.
Yeah, it was hot.
He
You
was
got any more, Tony? You got one more? One more?
For over, no, well, we do that every week. Let's see. Okay, let's do this. How many yards will Patrick Mahomes rush for this game?
Ooh. Do we have a number?
Because
or you just wanna guess?
he is our second leading rusher on the team.
My
by the
guess
way.
on that would be somewhere around 20 something, 27,
Yeah,
28.
That's a good
would
number.
be
Mhm.
Right in the middle because he's going to break one on. He'll scramble,
So
get
do we
first
want,
downs.
do we want to do over under at 30?
27.5.
Go over.
Do 30. Do 30 is fine.
30?
Whatever. 27, 30. Same difference.
I like 27.5.
That's 27.5 it is.
Okay, 27.5.
I'm over.
Yep.
I got him in the 40
We're going
range.
over.
I'll take over on that too.
That's only like 2 or 3 runs for 8 yards.
Yeah, it's gonna be like, and when he runs, a lot of times he's getting like at least 10, 12 yards in a lot of cases.
You know what my logic is on that? That Eagles front line is just so aggressive with Jordan Davis and
Well, since all you
what's his
fuckers
name?
went over, I'm going under.
Fletcher Cox and those guys like that. Like I honestly think like
I heard
they're gonna
Risky
frickin-
Ray is going under as well.
Well,
fuck that then, dude. Okay, when we're done here, I'm going to transition, and it's going to be funny. It's going to be funny.
Nah,
So are we good? We're done with the Chiefs? Done with the Chiefs?
No, with the Chiefs, I think.
All right,
Done
all
with the Chiefs.
Tricky Deed, you got anything else to
talk
say on the
about 'em
Chiefs?
next
You
week.
kind of
No.
wandered in late.
No. I'll give you to the
You know-
Jayhawks here in a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah,
We're
yeah.
good.
Same with everything with the Chiefs. It's just kind of like,
So go ahead. I'm sorry, buddy.
oh no, that's just the same. Like I was saying before, like the Chiefs are just flipped the script on us. Like it was all offense. We could talk about the Chiefs all day, but they're just playing that kind of, I don't know, just it's a boring style of play. Like it reminds me of the Patriots, but they're winning, and that's what's great.
Yes.
Yeah.
yes, yes.
Well, I hope Andy has a special treat and surprise for us in store come playoff time. And man, we just find a way to break out. So
yeah. So
They're-
you know, there's going to be a great game.
They're both coming off
Kinda
bye, so
quiet.
it's going to be huge.
That's it, man. Coming off the bye week.
And the way
He has
Dallas,
a really good record too, like fucking something like 15-2 or some shit.
both teams need it as a win. You know, Kansas City needs it to stay on top of the AFC, and then Philadelphia needs it to stay on top of Dallas because Dallas looked really good. I mean, and they got
Big
a
implications.
shitty schedule for the rest of the year, so they're going to be dogging teams. What do they play? The Giants next?
who's playing the? I don't know.
The Cowboys. I think
That's
they
like-
Cowboy. Yeah, I think they are playing the Giants.
they have like a.
Gimme.
or they played them this week.
I think they have the easiest schedule, like strength of
No,
schedule
we just.
from here
I
on
think the
out.
Cowboys just played the Giants because I was thinking, fuck, I should have picked the Cowboys because I picked my Survivor pick. I
Oh,
picked-
Panthers. My bad. The next word.
yeah.
We'll talk about Survivor pick too. That's going to be fun.
Oh yeah, we can skip
That'll be
that.
fun.
All right, let's get to that. Go ahead.
Hey, no. So local picks. So we'll start out
Local.
with the local picks, our records.
I got my ass kicked last week.
So Ti
Spreads killed
is in
me.
first place with a 9-11 record.
Hot.
I am also in first place with a 9-11 record.
All right, Joe, you cool too.
Waltz is also in a first place with a 9-11
Damn,
record.
we all
Oh,
the same
damn.
record.
Then we'll have Ken in
It's like
fourth
fantasy.
place
Mm.
with 7-13.
Yeah, those spreads kill me.
And our betting expert, Risky Ray,
At least I'm ahead of Ray.
6-14.
Nice.
JPD doesn't do it every week, so I can't get his record in there. But man, Risky Ray, bro, what are you doing? You're in last place.
And you're the expert.
Oh my god. Okay. Let's get to
Locally, where we at?
what we're gonna do.
Did he have a baby yet?
It's
Not
not
yet.
yet, but it's coming soon.
Coming soon, but it's like he's
soon.
already here.
Man, this week.
I haven't
Picks?
seen him in a few weeks.
Yep,
Oh,
he is MIA for a while.
Well, we only
We'll
got
talk
a-
about that later.
Yeah, we'll talk it off air. Off
Okay.
air.
That's an off-air story.
But no, so man, I was thinking we had 4 picks this week, but we don't. We only
No.
have 3 because K
KU.
State plays KU.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Tomorrow in
man,
Lawrence, baby.
Yeah, man.
Mhm.
So
and Bean's supposed to be back, isn't he?
is he
Bang.
playing?
Shout out to
I
Walt,
think so.
Mr. Freehold. Freehold.
Yeah.
He loves
it-
Freehold.
Is Bean playing? I could not find anything of Bean's playing or not. I know
I-
on Monday that Lance Lightpolt said that it was
Up in the air.
yeah.
Yeah.
What's the word? How you say it?
He's
What the-
optimistic.
Yes, my man. I'm my man. But that was Monday. I haven't seen anything since. But right now it's K State versus KU. KU is getting 10 points.
I'm all over that. I'll take KU plus 10 at home. In
Man,
the
they-
booth. In the booth.
They think that K-State's going to run them over, especially that special teams game. Just going to put K-State over the top. I don't know a whole lot about K-State, but do you guys know their special teams is that good?
Is it? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't
They're
know,
talked
but
about it a lot.
all I know is
Who's they? Who talked
You know,
about
on the
it?
radio.
Oh, Sports
Yep. Sports
810.
610, one of them guys. Yep.
Yeah. 10 points for KU at home. The way they've been playing, they're kind of up and down. But with Bean being back and, what are they? 7-3 KU right now.
They're both 7-3.
7-3.
Is Bean a rookie this year?
No.
He
played last year.
He played last year. Okay, I didn't know. Look, I pulled up a story. This motherfucker must be old because it says
he's in his 6th year or some shit, dude.
Well,
yeah, he's been around a long time. Not at KU, but he's been around a few places.
JPD,
JPD, what you got?
That
KU,
was freshman.
K-State.
A different freshman.
I'm gonna go with K-State. I can't believe it, but yep.
K-State.
Sounds like they're gonna put it on the Jayhawks.
-10.
Tony Hanna.
I'm going K-State. All day on that one.
So, man,
Joe?
if I knew Jason Bean was playing for sure, I'm KU all day. I think they win. I think they win outright. But if not, we have our 3rd string quarterback. K-State is going to whoop our ass, dude.
That's it, man.
They're going to whoop our ass. And I don't think Jason Bean's going to play.
Or if he does, he might get hurt early.
And this hurts my soul.
Sucks to pick K-State.
It hurts my soul so bad. I'm picking K-State.
I like K-State when they don't play KU, but
I might go throw up in the bathroom right now, dude. This is awful. Okay. I think we got that one.
We can punch you here in a little bit if you want us to. You can just sit there and we'll punch you in the eye.
That one hurts. Next, we have Florida at MU. MU is giving 11 points.
MU, baby. They're on the roll right now. They want to go to one of the big bowls.
Yes, they do.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
MU.
So I learned early on doing these picks, don't go against MU. So I'm going to go MU this time.
Okay. Ken?
Florida in Mizzou. Let's minus what?
Do you want to hear Risky Ray's pick?
Yes, that might clinch it for me. Who's he?
Florida.
Yes. Missouri, you got it, baby.
All right, Missouri, congratulations.
The Tigers.
It's like you already won.
You got MU?
Yeah, I'll take Mizzou. What are they, -11?
-11.
Yeah, I'll take Mizzou.
Okay.
Do you imagine how much money people would have made if they just would have went the opposite of Risky Ray
Oh,
all
dude,
season, dude?
That'd be 14-6.
14-6. That'd be a pretty good payday, man.
Oh man.
Oh man. We need to start betting.
So I was thinking 11 points is a lot. Florida's they're decent, but Florida lost to Arkansas last week.
They're 5-5.
Yeah, they lost to Arkansas, who's horrible. So and he's on a roll. This hurts my soul again. Like, fuck, I should just stop doing these picks.
5-5 is okay.
I want to take MU.
Missouri. You got Missouri.
Shouldn't have been that hard, sir.
No.
MU all day.
Then our last pick is the Chiefs versus the Eagles. The Chiefs are given 2.5.
Here comes the homer picks. I'll start. Chiefs.
Yep, Chiefs.
We'll take the Chiefs at home at Arrowhead.
Oh, on Monday night.
Yeah, and it's not
Off
even
a
really
bye
a
week.
homer pick, dude. Dude, I don't think it's going to be as close as y'all think. I don't think it's going to be as close as y'all think.
I think we're just saying it's close because Philadelphia's a good team.
Chiefs by 10.
I'm gonna stick with the Taylor Swift superstition. We're undefeated with her present, so we're gonna win again.
Everyone's Chiefs.
Can we go ahead and get
Imagine,
Kelsey?
imagine that.
Can we go ahead and get Kelsey another big game, please?
Hey, his numbers
thing-
are huge whenever she's in the house.
That is true, I guess.
The only other thing I have on the local picks is our Survivor week. Obviously, I picked the Bengals. The motherfuckers
Somebody lost.
We are sad to announce that
against the Texans, and then T.I. picked the Bills.
they lost to the Broncos, dude. That was like the stupidest game ever.
It was so hilarious because on our group text, I was like, let's go Broncos. I'm joking, but fuck, they came through, dude.
How many times you gonna lose the game? They lost that game like 4 times.
Missed field goal.
What
the?
Oh my!
On the flag, the 12 people on the field.
12.
All this stuff happening. Okay, they're gonna get it. No, not again. Like, okay, yeah. That was a little bit of a nightmare. A little bit of a nightmare.
So Richard, you're still alive, right?
Oh yeah, baby.
What about Ken? Did you?
I didn't join this
one. He didn't get in the second one. So who do you got this week, Richard?
Oh,
have you even looked
yet?
Yeah, I picked somebody already. Let's see here.
Don't remember
think of who I took.
I'd be forgetting sometimes. Well, I don't have to worry about forgetting for the rest of the season.
I have to think about it here a little bit.
Oh man, we'll come back to that. So
there's 2 blowout games, and I picked one of the 2.
Who are those games you remember?
Probably the Cowboys and Panthers.
I already picked the Cowboys, so
You can't pick them again.
Yeah.
I should have picked the Cowboys. That was
Yeah,
my
that would've
second.
been
That
a
was
good
my
too.
second pick. But I was like, the Bengals should whoop
Well,
up on the
I had
Texans.
I would have had I had the Cowboys for this week, so should have.
And you had the Bills versus Broncos. I was like, Tony's gonna win. No, he didn't.
Yeah. Like how we
it was so fucking funny. Dude.
And I know the Bills actually didn't have a great game before that, but I'm like, Josh Allen's going to come out mad. The players are going to be mad. They're going to fucking roll the Broncos. I thought they were going to roll the Broncos.
I was thinking
really
that
did.
too. I was thinking that too.
But hey, I think we're learning something about the Broncos. I just think they've been very unfortunate all season, but
they lost a couple of close games early on.
They're a competitive team,
the
man.
Broncos are only a game out of the playoffs.
They could beat anybody, actually, on a good day. They could beat anybody, so.
Especially when the Chiefs give them 5 turnovers.
Not
two
again.
of them inside the 10.
Yeah.
Only because our man was sick. That's
Josh
the only
Allen
reason.
did a little bit of the same thing, right? I don't know how many
No,
turnovers was in that game.
they had 4. They had 4 turnovers. Yeah. Yep.
That's how you lose.
A lot of
Turnover,
fun,
baby.
Oh man.
Turnover
And they
game.
still almost won that game.
Do you see how Diggs is talking like he wants to leave Buffalo now?
He's done.
He always does.
He's done.
There was another story where he's like, nah,
His
I
brother is the
support
one that
team.
said he needs to be up out of there.
Yeah.
He tweeted that, and then
Well, and then there was a lot of back and forth, and then Trayvon jumped out again. And he was like, "Hey, Josh Allen was nothing until Diggs showed up, until Stephon showed up." And I was just kind of like, "That's kind of a good point."
Damn.
Like he had promise, but then when Stephon showed up in Buffalo, like that's when Allen started getting all the cred. You know what I mean?
Like the white version of Lamar Jackson. He could run really well, but not throw all that great.
Yeah, he's a big body though, guy.
Josh Allen, he's just a turnover machine, man.
Yeah,
I mean, he can be great, but man, he just turns the ball over. Fucking
forces it.
yeah, bad. All right. Do we want to put JPD up in here for the KU?
Yeah. We
Get up
can
here in the
do
middle.
that.
Get up here in the
Come
middle.
on here.
Richard. Yeah.
Okay.
He's taking your spot, bro.
Millie, that's fine. Mom got something in my eye, and I'm.
Oh, you guys
dying
about to
over
do
here.
KU?
Yeah.
Oh, he can take this spot. Can you stay, buddy?
I sat there last time. That's all right. I'll sit right here with you.
So hit the KU button.
Which one's the KU?
I don't know.
Rock chalk. Boom. Hey, I'm getting this stuff.
KU. KU.
How about those Jayhawks?
Man, so
they
man,
looked so good against Kentucky.
So
Like not to start.
No, to start they look good, then they look bad, then they look good.
Yeah, the half. Coming out of the half.
The Battle of the Blue Bloods, baby, is badass.
So here's my little thing that I'm worried about because they're like, I heard a question: do you feel better, the same, or worse after the Kentucky game about how this team's going to be? And I have a multiple range on that because I feel worse because it's like the same thing every year. We play a bunch of athletes.
Yep.
They just dominate us. And there was a part of that game with them athletes just fucking wore us out.
But
they were young
in the first half.
Yeah, or sometimes in the second half too.
Yeah.
A little bit of the second half.
But then those freshmen athletes showed their age and were just fucking chucking shit everywhere.
Yep.
And then
Because they got up and then they got cocky and
JPD last week said that Hunter Dickerson is going to win the National Player of the Year, and I'm on that bus.
The Naismith.
I'm on that bus, man.
Hey, if he
27 and 21,
if he puts 2020 games up like that,
2020, yes.
he
And
looked
this dude-
good. He looked good.
he don't miss free throws.
No.
I
For
think
a
he
big
was
guy,
like,
that's huge.
I think he was like 9 or 10 or something. He missed one free throw, and he grabs every rebound. Man, that dude, he is so much of that $2 million we paid him. Yes,
Yeah.
we pay him $5 million.
But I want to give props to Juwan Harris because what was he 5 of 5 from 3-point range?
Yes,
and he
and
doesn't
some of them
shoot.
threes, and some of them threes were big. They were like
the
crucial
ones at the
times.
end.
Yeah.
Oh my
And
god!
Crucial
4 minutes
times,
left.
man.
All the times that I've seen him in the past, like he's not one to shoot. You know what I mean? His shot's a little funky, but it was, it's going.
The first 2 games, he had 0 points and 2 points.
Yep.
And he had 23 this game.
Yeah. The
Christian showed up in a big time game, man.
Dude, and 7 assists.
Christian Braun kind of stepped up and said,
Yeah.
hey, like he's been like that since middle school.
Yeah, I did hear
like
that.
he's a passer first. he'll score. He can score whenever he wants to. He just chooses not to.
He likes to pass.
Yeah.
He likes
Yeah.
to pass.
Number one point guard.
Point guard, yeah.
Yeah.
He plays the position, yeah.
So Hunter Dickerson said that on his post-game interviews. Like, I had the best point guard in the nation. Christian Brown said that. When they talked about him to him. Yeah, man.
Hunter Dickerson is going to be like the heel of wrestling everywhere we go, man.
Oh God,
you know what
because he likes to show. He does something good.
They're going to boo his ass everywhere, and we've never really had that, in my opinion. At KU,
What
just
was-
one fucking guy. Every time he touches the ball, they want to boo him.
What was that one white boy from North Carolina that everybody
Tyler
Hansborough? Oh my, him and he's going to be like Hansborough or like
So,
Christian Leitner used to be.
Yes, but
People love to hate
Christian
him.
Brown kind of had that little attitude too. Like,
Yeah.
Everybody like if he's not on your team, you don't like him.
Did you just do a head bob?
Yeah. But no, Hunter Dickerson, man, every time he made a big play, he let you know. He let you know he made a big play for sure.
He's the first player to do 2020 in the champion classic history.
Okay.
Oh man, with how hot KU was there in the second half is unreal. We finished 45-26, outscoring them by almost 19 points there towards the second half.
So
that's huge.
I was super worried just because like we look so unathletic.
Yeah.
Except for KJ Adams.
Except for KJ Adams, man. That motherfucker will throw it down on you, dude. That dude will throw you down.
McCullers threw him that alley-oop from half court.
The one player that I was like super, super disappointed in was Timberlake.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. He didn't get out there and shoot.
He didn't do nothing, man. He's supposed to be a shooter. He wasn't shooting. He couldn't guard. He was over his head. There's a reason that he came from Townsend
Did
State.
he start? I don't think he
He did not start. He did not start. So when KJ fouled out, so one reporter asked Bill Self, "What gave you the confidence to put?" Did you hear this?
Mm-hmm.
What was that guy's name?
I wrote it down here.
Oh man,
number 11. Joe, you had just MF'd him a second ago.
I did. I was like, "Why
is number 11?
Why is this dude on the floor?"
Number 11, Jamari McDowell. Oh my
God,
he come out.
So someone was like, "What gave you the confidence to put him on the floor at that time?" He was like, "Well, I looked down the bench. I had no choice.
I didn't know who else to put in."
Yes, that's exactly what he said.
Yeah.
But he can't. I mean, offensively, he didn't do much. He hit 2 free throws though.
He hit the 2,
and he got the rebound.
Yeah.
And he was hated up. Him because he was athletic. I was like, who is this guy?
I don't think he knew there was not very much time left on the shot clock when they gave him the ball, and then he he should have just shot. I think he was open. He should have just shot, but I don't think
he didn't want to
shoot.
Role.
That's not his role.
He was like, no, I'm not out here to shoot. Yeah, for sure.
And then he couldn't pass the ball to anybody. And then,
but it looked like he came out and D'd up. So I was like, okay, man, right on. And then my other thing is, Hunter Dickerson had a 2020 game. Was the first one since Robinson, right?
I didn't hear. I didn't read that.
Yeah, what was that? 2011.
T-Rob?
Thomas
Robinson. Yeah, that was the first one since T-Rob. And McCullers got a triple double. The only third one was there's actually 6, but 3 official ones
for KU guys.
Yeah, and he was the first one that had it with assists. Everyone else had it with blocks.
Oh wow!
So it was Cole Aldridge had one. Jeff Whitty. He had one.
He was the last one.
And then so the unofficial ones are Wilt Chamberlain had 2.
I was gonna say Wilt has to be.
And then some other guy, I forgot his name, but in 1953 or 52, he was a fucking baller back then, I guess. He had a bunch of blocks too.
Nah. Yeah, I was surprised when I heard that too, and that's what threw me
off.
But you know how did you see
McCullers how he got his last rebound?
Yeah, air ball.
The last shot of the game. I was like, are they going to count that? Are they going to count that?
And then little guys from Kentucky, that little Shepherd guy that shot that air ball at the end, I was so happy because, they looked real cocky. The first half, they nailed him 3-pointers, and man, no wonder they were up.
Oh, that
13 points.
That Shepherd guy, Shepherd, and who?
And Dillingham.
And who was the other dude? There's one more guy.
The Reeves guy was really hot in the first half, but he killed him in the second half.
But then, all those guys that were hot, they were they started chucking it, man, from anywhere. I'm like, cool. They're throwing air balls, fucking bricks off the backboard.
It was. That's the second half. Yep.
we're just steady. We have Bill Self in our corner, man.
I didn't like the fact that we weren't that deep on our bench. Like that's what kind of worried me. They were only going 8 deep.
So like I thought we talked about this last week too, Ken.
Yeah.
This is what happens. This is what happens when you don't show up.
Right.
No, but like I thought the beginning of the season, I thought we were super deep, but then we had that one dude that got you got that nap, bro.
Yeah, finally, fucker.
I think Christian Brown Brothers gonna do his role.
Yeah, he's gonna be okay.
He's gonna come off the bench, and he's a big dude, and he knows how to play. He's gonna get his
Well,
little
fuck,
6
he's
points.
like a 5th-year guy.
Yeah, but we had the dude from Texas, that Morris guy.
Yeah,
he was gonna be really good, but he got kicked off. And then the other kid that transferred, he transferred to Gonzaga, and then
transferred
he
out,
and then
transferred again. Yeah,
I don't know. Do you know where he's at? Have you heard where that kid ended up?
Don't recall. I thought I saw something, but I can't remember now.
Who knows?
All right.
Hey, what, you got anything else on the KU?
I don't think so, buddy, man. It was pretty great. I love beating them big time people like Kentucky, man.
So it sucked for me because that was a late ass game, man. That was a late game. I was like, I'll watch the first half, and then we're getting destroyed. I'm like, well, I'll watch a little bit of the second half,
and then
then I watched the whole game because then it started getting good. I was like, fuck.
I didn't see that Hunter had got, I seen him when he got elbowed, and then did you see when Holly was interviewing him? That's when you could see that.
Yeah,
he got a little cut.
They showed the replay. He got pretty good, pretty good.
He's mad.
Yeah.
Them left-handed shots, man. When we tied it, he had 3 guys on him. He looks like he just threw it up there out of experience, and the ball went in, and you're like,
oh man, there were so many times that he looked.
Did he get the ball up?
He looked.
And Bill
says so unathletic, but he could like.
Bill says he's the
no one can stop him.
Big guy that we've ever.
Yeah, because he can shoot, man. He can shoot. He's a little touch. I mean, he's 7'2" or whatever, so he can finish around the rim.
And left-handed.
Yeah, he is left-handed. He had a big 3 at the end of the half too.
That was badass. Yep, Scott Mahomes. He's all happy. That's Scott sent a shout out, a big shot, I think.
Did you say Scott Mahomes or Scott McCombs?
I think I said
Mahomes.
Yeah.
Good job.
We did
Scott
that.
Mahomes.
Yes,
but
we did that
before. He's always on the KU games on our group text, man. He's all over.
Oh yeah, dude, he's so passionate, man. Like
it's
so funny because I already know the text that's gonna come before it comes, dude. It's you already know what you're gonna like, what the text is gonna say, dude.
Yeah, he gets so mad, dude. He gets
he's
so mad.
consistent,
and he's so easily. It's like, oh, this game is over. We lost.
Right? He's hey, that's my boy. We love him, but man, he's so pessimistic sometimes.
I know. It's awesome.
It's all good though, Scott. It's all good.
We're coming in February or March, so.
You want to do the Houston game?
I was about to ask you guys that. So I feel like I don't know if you guys go every year, but I feel like at least one of you go to at least one game per year. And that's what I was going to ask. Like, what's the plan this year?
Yeah, we try to hit the road. We could go to K-State and go to Bramlage, and
I'd rather go to Houston.
Rather go to Houston?
Yeah, man. Go to and kick it with Scott and Steve, my man Steve, bro. We're gonna party, bro. We're gonna party.
Yes.
Sonny, you want to jump in here? Ken, it look like Pho Ken.
Oh, look like Pho Ken and
he done left us.
You want to slide over? I'll just slide there. That way, when I climb over each other.
Oh man, there we go. That's what we do here. We just rotating chairs.
No, that's good.
So Ti, did you have any UFC news?
We kind of missed out on some stuff last week, but then again, maybe I wasn't that excited about it, so it wasn't really on my radar because there was a couple new champions last week, as a matter of fact, in the UFC. I knew about these fights. I knew they were coming up, but I forgot it was last week, but it kind of goes to show that I just really wasn't that excited about it. So it was UFC 295.
Okay. Let's hear it.
So basically, so Alex Pereira fought Jiri. I don't even know how to say his name. Prochazka, I think. So anyways, he's the lightweight champion. Pereira just stepped up, came in, knocked him out in the second round. So congratulations to Alex Pereira, their new champion.
UFC has a lot of interesting
It's always a new champion.
It's always
like
a new dude. It's always,
like times.
It's definitely not. And so the other one is kind of like, okay. So the other one is we have a new heavyweight champion.
Okay.
Interim, of course, because we know John Jones is the champion, but he's going to be out for a while. Right. And so that's why you got the interim titles. So you had Tom Aspinall, which I don't know a lot about. I'll keep it real. who fought Sergey Pavlovich. I think it is. I think that's how you say his name. But I thought, I on paper, I would have thought that Sergey would have won, but no, he did not. Tom Aspinall knocked his ass out in the first round. So that is all we have to talk about on UFC. So
well, I have a question for you though. What is the next big fight? What's the next fight you're looking forward to? What's like, hey, I want to see this.
I hope I could even remember, dude. So there was coming up. I know that Sugar Sean's going to be fighting sometime first quarter of 2024. I don't know when, but sometime. I think Dana got desperate and announced, hey, we're going to have 3 big fights, but they have no dates for him. But he just said the first quarter, so he's trying to get the hype out there, right? So Sugar Sean's one of them. He's fighting Chito Vera. That'll be cool. Man, who else did I say? That's really all I care about, man. UFC right now has a little bit of an issue. Richard kind of hit on that point, man. It's, I tried to defend it in the past, but man, things could happen so quick and it can get watered down so quick. I was so excited about the John Jones fight. So when that got pushed off even more, it was just a big letdown. The other thing we were talking about was Conor McGregor's return to fight Michael Chandler. That was going to be a banger.
So what happened on that one?
That hasn't happened. Conor McGregor finally stepped into the USADA testing pool. They got to be in 6 months. So he'll be able to officially fight. I can't believe I know this.
Because that dude is obviously on steroids.
Yeah.
Obviously on steroids.
Yeah.
That dude was
100%. 100%.
Rips like a.
We ain't never gonna look. We ain't never gonna see the same. We'll never see the same Conor McGregor, man. He makes too much fucking money outside of it. He'll probably never even fight again. Actually, I would be surprised if we see him step in the ring again. I feel like he actually has too much to lose now.
Right.
So, he goes in, he gets his ass. Yeah, you going like his stock goes down if he loses. Right now, where he's
at, like a lose-lose. It's a lose-lose for him.
He's winning out. Like outside of the UFC, he's winning in life. He's got endorsement deals, right? He's got he sold his proper whiskey stuff, but I know he's got other things going on. So he's probably, if he's smart, just live the celebrity life. Keep cheating on your wife. I guess if that's what you want to do, Connor.
Is he married? Asshole. He's married.
Yeah, I threw that out there. It just popped in my head. Yeah, he's kind of he's doing some cringe shit right now, dude. He's showing up to these events and it's so blatant. He's just straight up rolling out of these fucking party buses with these girls that you already know what the situation is. It's like,
Pho Ken.
Anyways, yeah. So that's out.
Who's your who's your favorite UFC guy? Who's your favorite? Like maybe
right now or ever?
Of all time. Yeah, let's go all time. Yeah, because I don't know the current people, so
we can do all time. So I'll do now and then I'll do current, right?
Okay,
but let's
know it. Yep.
I said now and current, but you know what I mean, of all time and current. So, but let's all do first. Let's do all time. So
okay.
Let's start. You
can jump on that one, buddy.
Yeah. So we're talking about our favorite UFC fighters of all time because I believe all of us. I think it all started for us at UFC 1. I know myself. I know Richard was there.
I know you're going.
We watched that at Arthur Soto's house back in the day with the big satellite.
And we were
Thank you, Sotos. Yeah, we were.
We were hooked. We had never seen anything like that.
So go ahead, Tony.
All right. So
he asked you. Who's your guy?
Asked you. Yeah, we're gonna work this way.
Okay. I'll say my favorite ever, man. Just off the top of my head, maybe if I look back a little bit, I could think of somebody else. But I think the Iceman.
Oh, Chuck
Liddell.
Because he had the name too, the Iceman.
Man, when he knocked
people, dude, that's all he did was knock people out.
Yeah, he'd run across that thing.
Yeah, I love that. If you look at that picture on the octagon, I think that's after Chuck Liddell. They actually literally have that guy.
He threw bombs, and his name was the Iceman. Dude. Yeah, I guess the Iceman, dude.
Yeah, all right, take that back. I think they put that on the ring first. It was somebody else, and that's maybe why Chuck Liddell does that shit.
Really?
Yeah, because he embodies that shit. Yeah. Man, dude, Chuck Liddell is a badass, man. He might be one of my favorites, but I'll go ahead and say mine because I already had it. BJ Penn, actually. BJ Penn in his prime
that's a good one.
You know, the thing about him real quick is he
all the time.
Yeah, man, but he kind of fell off a little bit. Warrior, he didn't train as hard, but man, his skill level was probably the highest I've ever seen in the UFC. He just didn't have the best regimen. He didn't keep himself up the best, you know. So
when he came into
about him? He never looked muscular. If you looked at that dude, he was soft. Yeah. He was always soft right here, right? The dude was super fucking flexible, though.
No, but when he was winning, he was in shape. Like when he started, when he very first started,
he didn't keep it up. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, he was on top of the world for like a good year or two. And
they called him the prodigy.
Yeah.
Do you know who I think one of the better one of the best ones ever that I do not like? GSP.
Oh my God!
Overtime!
That is my favorite person in UFC. I'm Canadian. I'm Canadian.
He was
when
good.
Used to
He
fight.
was great.
Oh my God, dude! He dominated.
That was your guy.
Yes, GSP, dude. Canada. Shout out to the Canadians. Hell yeah, dude.
Anyone that watches the UFC
God.
knows what a Superman punch is, right? And what I will say is, like, dude, St. Pierre, like, I think he's the one that really made the Superman punch popular. Like, if you guys remember that, he's knocked people out with the Superman punch.
Yeah, no, that dude, he was a badass.
And he don't lose.
I just like him.
He
I didn't like him.
Only lost, just a handful of times.
Yeah, kind of like that warrior at the Coliseum, man.
Matt Hughes got him.
So that was it was Matt Hughes, GSP, and
wait a minute,
and BJ Penn.
GSP beat Matt Hughes' ass. So
Matt Hughes beat him first. The very
that may
first,
have happened.
yeah.
That did
first,
happen. That
the
did
first
happen.
one.
Yes, he didn't knock him out though. He did not knock him out.
Right,
He just laid on top of him most of the fight.
No, it got stopped. He knocked him
Manny.
out.
Okay, maybe it was not ground and pound, but I don't. Okay, well,
Manny, who's your favorite?
Mine, I'm gonna go old
Buddy
school.
Pacquiao
Like
over here.
honestly, I really want to say it's Hoist Gracie. You know, watching him in the first one.
Original? That was
You know,
original.
if you look at that, I mean, look back at it and you
He
see
was
Hoist
boring as
Gracie
fuck.
walking in the ring against fucking Ken Shamrock, who was just a chiseled fucking, bodybuilder, fucking shoot fighter that was ridiculous. You know, you were like, this dude's going to get his ass handed to him. And he walked in that ring and owned everybody, and he started the UFC. That's what everything was based off of. I thought I heard that at one time, that it was basically they saw the Gracies and the Gracies were like, we'll put up $100,000 against anybody. Like you can come, if you can beat our guy.
They can choke
and
anybody
then,
out.
and then it was just like, okay. And then that's how the UFC
started.
got going.
So you're saying that might have been one of the sparks.
That's what I originally thought it was. Like the Gracies always had a standing thing. Like if you could bring somebody into our dojo and fucking beat us, I don't know if it was 100,000 at the time. I know it was like 10 or something.
It was a lot of money in it.
There was a lot of money involved, and it was like, if you could beat us, then it's your money, and it's going to be a straight up fight. Anything goes. And the fucking Gracies would just beat the shit out of everybody.
Yeah.
And
so,
what was the older brother, Henzo?
Yeah, Henzo Gracie.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was the one that they thought was like, hey, this is the one.
Yeah.
Hoist Gracie was kind of the surprise of the family, from what I hear.
Yeah.
He came up and just started dominating. But real quick, for those of anyone watching that may not know. So UFC 1, right? That's what you're talking about, Hoist Gracie. They fought, there was no weight divisions, right?
Yeah.
So
the first one, week 1. Yeah,
so he definitely fought some heavyweights.
Yeah.
But I remember the first guy that he fought. If you guys remember his very first match,
was
the
it
dude came out.
Big black dude?
No. It was a black dude that wasn't much bigger than him, but this dude came out with one boxing glove on.
I was going to say that.
One.
Yeah.
He only had one boxing glove on, and then the other hand was a bare hand.
Yeah, he didn't want to protect his knuckles.
But dude, against a jiu-jitsu fighter, so you know what Hoist Gracie did?
That's hilarious.
He used that boxing glove to fuck him up. Because that's what they do, right? They find something to grab onto. So like when jiu-jitsu fighters fight, right? They wear that robe. And so what they literally do is they use each other's robes against them, right? They'll choke each other out with their own robes and shit. So he literally took that dude's fucking glove and that's how he kind of choked him out.
I don't remember
with his
that, but
fucking
that
boxing
sounds
glove,
great.
bro.
So I have a question.
Make her wear wrestling shoes.
I think I know the answer, but since we're on the issue of fighting, who is your favorite all-time boxer?
Oh man,
I don't.
It's changed for me a few times over
Really?
the years. It was Prince Nazim at one fucking time.
You
Are
see
you
his
fucking
son- his
kidding
son
me?
is- his
He
son
was
is boxing
entertaining.
right now.
Prince
All-time
Nazim. No,
He was
let me
entertaining.
explain. So since I said that, I'll explain real quick. If you see, it was at least, I think it was a stint of at least 5 fights in a row where this guy came out. He had the most.
He was
fucking-
entertaining.
Oh,
I
yeah.
liked it.
the
yeah.
baddest back in the day, the baddest ring entrances, but.
Yeah.
He had the most interesting fight style. It wasn't the best fight style,
Oh,
but
it was so
I will give you
unorthodox.
that.
that
It
dude was out there.
unorthodox.
He was out there throwing Ryugans and shit, like, bro. So
When he fought a real fighter, he got his ass beat.
Yes.
but
He
quick
got
simple,
the fucking beat down.
Yeah, he did. But look, quick simple answer: Mike motherfucking Tyson.
Damn right, Mike Tyson.
Favorite boxer
Damn
of all
right.
time, and
Mike
favorite
Tyson.
boxer outside of boxing of all time.
Mike Tyson was dude. He was on another level when he was out there, man. It was
Pre-prison.
Pretty
Even-
When he
yeah,
came out,
pre-
and
post-
they changed him.
pre-prison.
Like Customato
Also
had
had-
him fighting like he was a fucking animal, but he was a controlled
Like
animal.
post prison, he was pretty good too. But no, pre-prison, yes.
Post
was
prison, he
fucking-
just I don't know. They just
pre-prison.
made him.
No one could fuck with him.
No.
no one. Richard.
Oh man, the Mexican guys. We love Chavez.
I was
going
gonna
up,
say.
and then De La Hoya took his turn.
De La Hoya was
Canelo's
back in the
took-
day.
De La Hoya's my
De La
second.
Hoya,
De La
boy.
Hoya's my
We
second.
watched
Really?
the Golden Boy, in
Yeah.
the
Oh, the-
Olympics, and Art's,
yeah.
in Art's kitchen. His mom is, over there cooking, and we're in the kitchen. This little bitty ass TV, probably smaller than our screen right there.
Yeah.
And
You know what I loved about the Golden Boy? So like
he won.
He won all of them, but when he had a close fight, and they're like, "Oh, you gonna give him a rematch?" He's like, "I don't think they want to see a rematch. There's better for me out there." He said that every
Yeah.
time. I was like, "That's fucking awesome, dude. Get him, Oscar. Get him."
Yeah.
do.
People don't like Oscar very much right now. Here,
Like they don't like him once he got out of boxing. I think he showed this persona that people like, okay, he's not who we thought he was. Whatever, people change. And I ain't gonna judge nobody.
Wasn't there a whole thing about him dressing up in like women's clothes and
there's
all
a
that
whole-
stuff? There was like
Is
a
that
whole
true?
scandal.
I heard there was
There's a whole picture of it.
Yeah,
There's a
was
whole picture.
scandal.
Yeah, that's a whole picture. But hey, she was hot, so you do freaky things for freaky chicks, and
Was it like a Halloween
hold on.
costume?
But I'm not gonna say that. Okay.
Okay.
Anyways, I don't know if you know what I was getting at, but
I mean, there's a few things I think he was getting at.
yeah,
but okay.
yeah.
a fun
We
fighter
could always
for a
dig up
long
something
time in
from the past.
UFC that I liked a lot was Tito Ortiz. Man, when he first
Yeah,
came out,
yeah.
and
Oh,
they
yeah.
were
He
in
came
the,
with
Oh,
it.
yeah.
fighter #1 in the
Yeah,
TV
yeah,
show.
yeah.
Oh,
Man.
that whole class, and that redheaded guy that went a little crazy and jumped over the fence.
Dude.
What was that guy's name? He could take a ass whipping. He like
Oh,
jumped over
man.
the fence and went and drank beer and then snuck back in. Everybody hated him. And
Damn, I'm trying to remember, man. There's a lot of people that jump over that damn fence.
they want
do.
freedom.
Yeah, a lot of them do that
Yeah.
these days, man.
Are we
It is
ready
the
for these real quicks? Are we ready for the real quicks?
Yeah, we're done in it.
Let's do it. Let's do some real quick.
Go ahead, Kenny. Come on in here, buddy.
Yeah, you can stay right there.
Stay right
Yeah,
there.
we're on the end.
All right.
We'll end it with the real quicks. Who wants to do it? Who got the first one? Real quicks? All
It don't sound like Ken has it. Ken's like, oh man, he's trying to think of some right now.
right.
Look, I
Hit,
ain't
hit
gonna,
me,
I'm gonna look at some too.
hit the button. I got one.
Oh, make sure we're on the right page here.
See, I didn't have that problem when I was down.
Real quick, Sporting Kansas City will finally play another playoff game on 11/26 versus the Houston Dynamo.
Real quick, I just made one of the worst trades in my fantasy football career last week. I traded Evan Ingram and Deebo Samuel for Mark Andrews, who in turn got hurt and he's out for the season. Fuck you, Mark.
That was awesome.
All right, who's next? Who's next?
I got one. Real quick, Draymond Green gets a 5-game suspension for his chokehold headlock on Rudy Gobert.
I got one more real quick. Real quick, earlier I seen Wembanyama hit a step back 3-pointer and I was quite impressed.
Real quick, Wemby ate his first peanut butter and jelly sandwich in America. Apparently, that's not a thing in France.
Interesting.
Real quick, you should try our plain hamburgers next. All right, who's next? Who's
I
next?
got one. Real quick, Manny Pacquiao doesn't have it real quick, so he went to the bathroom.
Manny, here we go. I got a little KU one here. Okay, we need some offensive rebound real quick. Hunter had 6 of our 8 offensive rebounds. KU, we need to get offensive rebounds.
There we go.
Real quick, Ken is in the bathroom right now looking up some real quicks. Can't wait to see what he has when he gets back.
Real quick, he better hurry it up because we're almost done.
Real quick, I think I'm running out of steam here.
We're done, baby.
Real quick, MLB unanimously voted for the Oakland A's to move to Vegas.
There we go.
Real quick, I hear that's a great destination for sports entertainment.
Real quick, AL MVP, obviously Otani. NL MVP, Acuna. Anyone else? Anyone? I got one more. If no one, Richard, you got one?
Nah,
All right, let's fire up. We got one more. Here we go.
Carissa Thompson, the sideline reporter for the NFL, I think on Thursday nights, admitted that she made up stories because the coaches wouldn't talk to her.
Yeah, I heard that.
Okay.
They're gonna
Real
ahead.
quick, sometimes you got to do what you got to do to get ahead.
All right, real quick. That's done. Ken Chapman, Manny Pacquiao, Pho Ken does not get no real quicks. Here we go.
Taking a deuce over there, man.
Hit the outgo music. Do we have that?
I forget what the actual music is, but we will play us out, and we'll go ahead and hit us with what we start with every day, right?
Hey, good show. I love everyone that came. I'm glad Pho Ken was back. JPT was here. My man always. Tony Hanna, T.I. And that's a wrap. Suckers!